Hello yogis, so nice to see you. I've definitely been missing my practice lately with you, but at least we can share in this way. And I hope that you've found a way to create your own yoga space in your own home. Maybe it's outdoors on the deck like me, maybe it's out on the grass, maybe it's inside on the carpet somewhere soft and cozy. Maybe you've got some incense that you can burn and candles, some tea. Just make it a really special experience if you can. At times like these, we really need to bond together and come back into our center, back into our core. Find that space of gratitude, of connection. And so if you're ready to share practice with me today, let's make our way into our comfortable seated position on our mat. And roll the shoulders up and back and down. And again, up, back, down. And let's imagine that we are breathing in a violet light, in from the crown of the head, all the way down the spine, and then ending at the base of the spine. And then exhaling that violet light all the way up the spine, and shooting out through the crown of the head. Inhaling through the crown, down the spine, and exhaling back up the spine, out through the crown, touching the universe. Imagining that this violet light that we breathe in is the wisdom and intuition of the universe. And as we exhale, we are gathering our wisdom and intuition deep on the inside and then exhaling that out to the universe. Inhaling wisdom, exhaling wisdom, so that we are merging wisdom and intuition with everyone around us, with the whole planet. This beautiful violet light moving up and down our body. And now imagining that violet light exploding through your heart on the next inhale. And on the next exhale, that violet light exploding from your heart to every part of your body and soul. Taking our hands together at heart center. And let's take a deep breath in and exhale with the sound of the Om together. Inhale. And taking our hands down to our knees. Let's make some gentle rolls of the neck, big circles. Dropping all the muscles in the face, around the head, forehead, jaw. Letting the jaw hang open as you make your rolls. And coming back in the opposite direction. Noticing each part of the neck as you roll, as you move. Coming back to center. And taking a deep breath in as we raise the hands up to the sky. And a deep breath out, lowering all the way down to the ground. And inhale as we walk the hands over to the left. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, walking hands to the right. Exhale, back to center. And coming over onto the hands and knees now, joining me on the mat. So hands are going to be directly below the shoulders, knees below the hips. And coming into our cat-cow as we look up, breathing in. And exhale, rolling the head under, rolling the pelvis under. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, dipping that back down a little bit further on the cow. Exhale as we roll the middle of the back up to the sky. A little bit deeper this time. Angry cat. Inhale. This time holding at the top of the breath. And exhale. Holding at the bottom of the breath. Taking 2 more rounds at your own breathing pace. Enjoying the stretch. Enjoying the back bend. Feeling into your body. And from here we're going to come back to our neutral position. And we're going to bring the left arm forward and the right leg back and do a big stretch. As far forward as you can, as far back as you can. And then inhale a little bit further forward. And then coming in to exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, elbow to knee. And returning hand and knee down to the ground, bringing your right arm forward, left leg back. And inhaling a little bit higher. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale up. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Coming back into our neutral position. As we inhale our left arm all the way up to the sky. And then exhale as we thread the needle, bringing it underneath the right arm, leaning down onto the left shoulder. Deep breaths here. On the next inhale, we'll raise all the way up to the sky one more time. And exhale all the way through, leaning on the shoulder. And coming back to our neutral position. This time inhaling as we bring our right arm up to the sky. And exhale as we thread the needle all the way under that left arm, leaning on the right shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale, thread through. 2 deep breaths here. And coming back to center. How are we all feeling? Starting to loosen up that body. We're going to just move into the hips a little bit before we go into my next position. So rolling from side to side on the hips. Maybe coming into a wild cat as we move around in circles. And just continue that for a few more rounds as we start to ease into those hips, open up that body. When you're finished, I'm going to bring our arms all the way forward again. Bringing the hands a little bit further forward than before, coming into our plank. So kicking up, tailbone coming down to the ground slowly, while the abdominals come up towards the sky. Strong in the arms, pull the shoulders down, straight in the legs. One more breath here. Feel into your solar plexus, your core. Keeping the elbows close in towards each other, towards the body. We're going to come all the way down to the ground. You can drop the knees first if you like. And then inhaling as we come into our upward facing dog. And let's just stay here for a couple of breaths. Big exhale through the mouth. You might want to have a little look from side to side. Maybe seeing if you can have a look at your toes. Little back bend. Coming back to center. And then tucking the toes under into our first downward facing dog. Kicking the heels out to the side, strong in the arms. Drop the chest a little bit further down towards the ground. Bring the shoulder blades in and down the back. Deep breaths. And start pedaling out the legs. One knee bent, the other straight. Pedaling them out, easing into the calf muscles. Deep breath. And then bringing our toes together to meet on the mat. Bringing the right leg back behind us. Big long stretch, then open up into the hips. Now drawing that right knee all the way forward into our lunge. dropping the left knee down on the mat, maybe bringing that knee back a little so we have lots of stretch in the hip, in the psoas. Stretch out the toes on the mat, roll the shoulders back, and then when we return to the mat, chest forward, taking a deep breath in as we raise the arms up to the sky. And exhale as we brush the mat underneath us. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And this time exhale to our right, coming into our prayer position. And the smile on your face, looking behind you, having a look at your right elbow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then bringing both of the hands onto the inside of the foot, dropping the right knee out to the side and having a little wiggle from side to side. Enjoying that opening, that stretch. And then drawing the right hand onto the outside of the foot. Coming up now into a high lunge, so tucking the back toes under, straightening out that back leg, and then inhaling as we come all the way to the sky. One more breath here. And bringing the hands all the way down, pushing back to our downward facing dog. Kicking the heels out to the sides, keeping nice and long and strong now. Bringing those shoulder blades back as much as you can. Chest coming down towards the ground, arms strong, hands strong, mind strong. And then bringing our left leg back behind us. And then hooking that leg over, opening into the hip. Before drawing that left leg all the way forward into our lunge. Dropping the back knee, bringing the shoulders back, strong in that front foot, strong in that leg. And then inhaling as we come up to the sky. And exhale as we come down to touch the mat. Inhale to the sky. And exhale down to the mat. Inhale to the sky. And exhale to your left into our twist. Looking at your left elbow. Again, a smile on your face as you feel your true strength bubbling up inside you. And then bringing both of the hands onto the inside of the foot and dropping the left knee out to the side. How nice does that feel as we start to open up that body, opening up the hips. Have a little wobble from side to side. Bringing the left hand now onto the outside of that foot, kicking up the back toes as we come into our long lunge. And then inhale as we come all the way to the sky. 2 breaths here, nice and long and strong. Bringing the hands all the way down, pushing back, downward facing dog. Last couple of breaths. Stretching out. You might want to pedal as you did before to get into those calf muscles. And when you're ready, we're going to walk the feet all the way to the top of the mat. And bringing our feet about hip width apart, dropping the knees, dropping the chest to the knees, grabbing onto opposite elbows, dropping the head down. And while you're here, let's see if we can drop every one of the muscles in your face. Dropping the muscles in the forehead, dropping the muscles in the jaw, letting the jaw hang open, dropping the muscles in the back of the head, dropping the muscles in the neck, hanging down, lower, lower, lower. And then slowly we start to rise vertebrae by vertebrae as we unwind, unravel, and then raising the hands up to the sky. And then meeting in Tadasana with the hands in front of the heart. Long and strong, tucking in the pelvis and the belly slightly. Strong in the feet, strong in the legs. here, we're going to swoop down into our chair pose, touching the mat as we come all the way up, hands raised up to the sky. See if you can pull those buttocks or pelvis down a little bit further, and 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 a little bit further, until we slowly, slowly, slowly make our way down onto the mat. Well done. We made it. So from here, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, bring the knees out to the sides, rolling the shoulders back and down. As we breathe in, we straighten, and as we breathe out, we bring the hands further forward. And then folding the head over as we exhale a little bit more. Closing down the thoughts, closing down the eyes. Walking the hands back towards your knees. And stretch the feet in front of us. Hands on the sides as we wiggle up a little bit taller. And then raising our hands as we inhale. And then exhaling all the way forward, grabbing onto your ankles or the sides of your feet. And then dropping the head down. 3 deep breaths here. Opening up the back. Opening up the body. Opening up the mind. Slowly coming all the way back. And from here, we're going to take our feet to the outsides of the mat as we lower down, back on the mat, arms out to the sides. As we slowly swivel the knees over to one side and over to the other. And you can look in the opposite direction of where your knees are going. Beautiful twist for the back, but also a beautiful opener for the hips. Noticing how far we can get with each rotation. Perhaps our knees can get a little bit further each time. Last round. Enjoying the sounds of the birds in the background. How beautiful. And coming back to center, grabbing the knees and drawing the knees into the chest, head towards the knees. And stretch from tailbone to the crown of the head. And then bringing our feet down onto the mat. Bringing the hands, palms down next to your body. As we tuck the tailbone coming into our bridge. So tucking up towards the sky as we take the next inhale all the way up, pelvis reaching for the sky. And then as we exhale, returning each vertebrae safely down to the mat. And inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae peeling off the mat. And exhale. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale back down. Let's bring now the right foot just on top of the left knee. Drawing the hands behind the left knee. And drawing that foot and knee in towards the chest. Now reverse pigeon. Last 2 breaths. And returning back to the ground, swapping over. Left foot coming on top of the right knee. Grabbing behind the right knee and drawing in towards the chest. See if you can let go of any resistance. Surrender to the stretch. And release. Now bringing our feet into happy baby, grabbing onto the sides of the feet and then drawing the knees into our armpits, drawing the feet as wide apart as you can, having a little rock from side to side. And as we rest here in our happy baby, let's take some time to imagine that light returning to us, our violet light of our breath, as it enters in through the crown and then exits out through the crown. Inhaling wisdom, exhaling wisdom, reminding ourselves of the intuition, wisdom, and innocence of a small child. That deep, innate wisdom of the universe that resides in a small child that we make ourselves into now. Using our peace fingers, let's grab onto our big toes and see if we can stretch our legs all the way apart now. You might want to take a few goes of doing this as we stretch our wisdom out again to the universe. And bringing the knees back into the chest, head towards knees, big stretch from tailbone to the crown. And then resting down into our Shavasana. If you've got your blankie nearby, if you've got your pillow nearby, you can pop that under your knees. Otherwise, we're going to bring the palms facing the sky, facing the universe of wisdom. And as we start resting into our Shavasana, we imagine again that violet light inhaling through the crown and exhaling back up the crown. Imagining that light gliding seamlessly all the way down the spine as it showers our entire body with wisdom. It starts expanding in the heart. Each time it passes the heart expands a little bit more, stretching out with this glittering violet light. If you wish to spend a little longer in your Shavasana, you can pause the video here. If you're finishing your practice now with me, we're going to roll off onto our right side. And just staying here in a curled up fetal position. We're rolling ourselves all the way up to our comfortable seated position. Bringing the palms of our hands to face the sky again. Breathing in our violet light. We take our last breaths here. Let's shoot as much wisdom and intuition out to the world. Spreading our violet light, glittering all around us. Coming back to your intention at the start of practice. And bringing your hands to heart center with that intuition deep in your heart. As we breathe together, to exhale with the Om. So let's inhale. Om. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in all of you. Namaste.